This meeting is being recorded.
Got it.
On Becoming a God in Central Florida. Superimpose, Orlando suburbs, 1991.
And God Almighty made this great nation so that you and your business could prosper. And you are his anointed. You are his anointed. People die left and they die on the right, but guess what? You can walk on a snake's head. You don't mean to. It just happens when you trust the system.
Exterior, River Rush Extreme, entrance area, day. River Rush Extreme is a B-grade water park for Central Florida families who don't want to shell out for Disney. Slides, waves, wave pool, lazy river, full capacity with a couple hundred guests.
Crystal!
Her body sags. Her manager, Ernie Christensen, stops her. Ernie is country big with smooth cheeks, sharp parted hair, and an unflagging optimism. He was probably breastfed until he was 6.
I know you want to get out of here, but some kids are smoking wacky tobacco behind Mr. Twister.
So tell him to stop.
And the nacho tank exploded!
Exterior, River Rush Extreme, day. She approaches a twisty slide and ducks underneath, where 2 husky teens flick a joint away. Between her outfit and her demeanor, they're speechless.
Concessions has 2 pizzas left. Y'all want them? Clean up the nacho spill and they're yours.
She snatches the baggie of weed from the chubbier one's waistband and stuffs it in her bra.
I'm keeping this.
Exterior, highway, day. A 1986 Cadillac Coupe de Ville with a FAM bumper sticker drives down a flat, endless highway surrounded by marsh.
You're doing it. You're finally living for you. You're in control. Because you've made a choice. You've chosen success. You're going to every rally.
Interior, Airport Ramada Inn, ballroom, day. 300 Floridians, for ages 20 to 70, stomp their feet and jostle for position to get a view of a stage. Rock concert, graduation? No, it's a multi-level marketing rally.
The rallies are where we lift one another up.
American flag, sweet guitar licks, pyrotechnics. A hype man leads the crowd in synchronized clapping beneath a banner that reads Founders American Merchandise, your fam.
Your next speaker is closer than a brother to me. He's my upline. Because of him, I'm going to retire rich as heck at 30. He went Jefferson last year at age 24. And you better believe he's going Washington this year. Here he is, folks. Cody Boneri!
Cody Bonar, 25, beady-eyed and pleated khakis and a blazer, jogs on stage to a crowd going apeshit. Cody was bottle-fed as an infant by his housekeeper.
Who's fired up?
Fired up, fired up, fired up. Interior, Airport Ramada Inn, men's room, day. The crowd's chanting fades as a very sweaty Travis paces, Walkman in hand, in his headphones.
Just look yourself in the eye and say, I've earned this.
Travis stares at himself in the mirror, takes a deep breath. The door swings open and Crystal walks in, mutters a greeting and hands off Destiny.
Jesus, Travis, you're sweating through your jacket. Here.
Why did you bring Destiny?
Because the $300 you spent on tickets for this rally is $300 we can't spend on a sitter.
This is for our dream, for us.
That quit working for me a while ago.
Why do you smell like marijuana?
Interior, Airport Ramada Inn, ballroom, night.
Who's ready to meet some soon-to-be bronze Jeffersons? Married folks, back me up. When your love is strong, your business gets stronger, right? I know this couple pretty darn well, and let me tell you, the sky's the limit for these lovebirds.
Airport Ramada Inn, men's room, night.
What the hell are you talking about? I'm here for you.
For me? Will our boat be for me? With your diamond rings being so beautiful?
We're ready for you guys. Interior, Airport Ramada Inn, ballroom, day.
Give it up for the Gills!
Travis jogs out like a Price is Right contestant, fist pumping. He greets Cody with a high five and a bear hug. He's already forgotten the fight in the bathroom.
Travis is the hardest working man you've ever met. How else do you snag a bodacious babe like Crystal here? Every day, Travis wakes up and clocks in at his job at AAA, but this Friday, Travis Gill kisses that goodbye. Limo, tux, the works. So when he clocks out for the last time, AAA better see all of us cheering for Travis's dream. Let me ask you all something. Do you think the Gills go to the movies? Do they run marathons together? You think they're wasting time putting any dumb hobby it's not going to put them in the island? Retired at 35? Are you going to find Tide brand detergent in the Gills cabinets? It's all fan brand, baby. Think they trust the Dalton system? Is business good for the Gills? Is that because Travis hits the road and recruits one night a week, 2 nights, 3, 4? Heck no. Travis Gill is out working the road every night. What are you doing tonight to celebrate, Travis?
I'm gonna pitch in Tallahassee.
You hear that? He's a machine.
Interior Travis's car at night. The chant fades. Travis drives alone, chugging coffee and pulling maxi pads from his armpits.
I make millionaires, folks, and I make them by the fistful. That's what the Dalton system is all about. And these tapes are how I do it. Your upline will provide them 2 per week. And if they don't, you tell them Obie Dalton II says, why the heck not?
Every night.
So while you're out driving all over this great nation, share the Dalton system and changing lives, who will you be listening to? Luther Vandross? Sting? No, you're going to listen to a billionaire.
Opening credits on Becoming a God in Central Florida. Interior, Carol's living room. Day, Crystal, slack-jawed and motionless, stares into space. A hand, not hers, dabs her purple eyeshadow off.
This color, oh my.
Giggles, widen to reveal Crystal on a stool with big-haired, buxom Carol, who removes Crystal's makeup. A dozen fan ladies watch. Some take notes.
When your husband tells you you're the face of the business, this isn't what he means. But you like your exotic look. You think it's fun. Guess what, ladies? It's not about you. It's not about you. Your family is your business, so you're always on the clock. You got to look the part. Your husband wouldn't show up to work in his football jersey. What if a downline sees you gassing up your car in your jammies? Don't let your choices ruin his opportunity. You're a team. Sure, sex sells, but they're sexy, and then there's trashy. Dolly Parton only gets away with it because nobody's looking at her face.
Do you own a roller coaster park? You know who does? Dolly Parton.
Interior, Gill home, foyer, night.
I asked you to get rid of this.
Travis rushes down the stairs holding a tube of Sensodyne.
Fam stuff hurts my teeth.
Ernie will be here in 20 minutes. What if he sees it?
He knows I have sensitive teeth.
Worse yet, what if Cody sees it?
Why would he be in our bathroom?
Cody is taking us, Jefferson. He can live in our bathroom if he wants. You can't pick and choose which parts of the Dalton system we follow. 100% self-use. No outside brands. Do you listen to tapes or just lay them out?
Interior, Gill home, foyer, night. Cody stands in the foyer with Travis. He holds up one of the tapes. Dream a big dream. Crystal re-enters.
And I'm in the perfect position. I have a direct line to Mr. Dalton.
So call him. Tell him to give you $1 million.
I'm not going to call a billionaire just to prove that I can. Are we set up at the River Rush?
Yes.
Really? I don't want to do all the work of landing this guy and have it fall apart because you didn't get all the plans together.
Bell rings.
All right, she did her part. Now it's time for us to work our magic.
Cody gives a confident nod. The two do an involved secret handshake chest bump. Crystal gets the door.
Hello.
Crystal leads Ernie and his wife Bets in. Hugs and kisses.
I know you want to talk business, but I'm here for the casserole.
Oh, don't mind him. Tonight's the night, Ernie, my man.
Interior, Gill home, dining room, night. Though it's not his home, Cody sits at the head of the table. He and Travis lean toward Ernie. Crystal eats without a word.
I don't think you understand what I'm offering here.
Someone pass the casserole.
I'm talking about getting rich.
Yeah, talk about rich, yeah. I just don't see what's so special about selling soap door to door.
You hear that? Destiny must be up.
I didn't hear anything.
I'll join you.
Sure.
Let's take a dip, fellas.
Interior, Gil home, Destiny's room, night. Crystal breastfeeds Destiny.
Travis seems so focused on his business. How are you two doing?
Was the casserole overcooked?
Oh, no, it was perfect. You know, for a while, Ernie just couldn't stop watching Bob Newhart. He was obsessed, quoting Newhart all the time. I mean, all the time. Newhart this, Newhart that. It drove me bonkers. You know what I mean?
I'm sure it was overcooked.
Exterior, Gil home, backyard, night. Cody, Travis, and Ernie lounge on floats in Travis's above ground pool. There's really only room enough for two.
January 20th, 1987. I'm filling up my tank at the Seneca on Edgewater. Normal day, right? Oh, wrong. Because the guy next to my Nova there's this man, smoking a tightly rolled Cuban while his driver filled up the most expensive car I've ever seen. So I'm standing there like, who is this? And he sees me looking at him. So he says to me, this billionaire says to me, what do you do? I'm fresh out of school, and let me tell you, I didn't do jack. So that's what I told him. I don't do jack. And you know what he said? Me neither. Me neither. And he winks at me and he hands me this card. And you know what it was?
Jimmy Carter.
Obie Dalton II.
I'm just busting your beans. You've told this story a bunch of times.
It's an important story. There's only 2 Diamond Washingtons on the earth, and he's one of them.
What's with the Washington, Franklin? Who's it? What's it? Gold, silver, bing bong, hooch?
Let me spell it out. Who are the 3 best founding fathers?
Washington, Jefferson, and Franklin, in that order.
Bingo. IBOs, independent business owners like Travis and me. Get FP, fam points, for growing our business. The more FP you have, the higher the founding father level. Within these levels, there's tiers: bronze, silver, and gold. So you start with bronze Franklin, then silver Franklin, and then you go up to gold Franklin. And then you graduate to bronze Jefferson, and so on. Each promotion to a new tier or level means that you earn a higher commission on your business volumes. And once you get your business, and once you're up and running, you just sit back and watch your FPs rise towards the heavens. The Washington level. Easy, right?
Clear as mud.
How about this? Gold Franklin, rich. Gold Washington, very rich.
So if I work for the founders, Mr. Dalton prefers we just call it the business. Your business. You don't work for founders. You work for yourself. And the Dalton system tells you how. What kind of company is it if you can't even say the name?
It's not about founders. It's about you. Your life. And when this business is life, life is good.
My life is good.
Your life is okay. Your life can be magnificent.
Interior, Gil home, night. Cody and Travis lead Ernie, all still shirtless and in their damp bathing suits, through the house. Quick series of shots. Cody points out FAM brand products: paper towels, tissues, detergent, dryer sheets, dishwashing fluid, battery sponges, protein bars, air freshener, bleach, soap, shampoo, lotion, pots and pans, makeup, and
Coffee. How much do you spend on coffee?
Jeez, don't even talk to me until I've had my morning coffee.
I'm a regular coffeeholic.
I need a cup of coffee to wake me up enough to make a cup of coffee.
So imagine having enough FP to make 10, 20, 30% back on every tin of coffee you buy. Sounds nice, right? The Dalton system requires 100% self-use, so imagine 30% back on everything you buy. Even better, huh?
Coffeeholic. Man.
Now, imagine if you get a cut of your neighbor's home spending too, just because you did it for him, what Travis is doing for you. Now, imagine getting a cut of your entire neighborhood's home spending. There's no selling. It's just self-use, and you and your neighbors. Everyone you know putting money in your pocket every time they buy coffee, or detergent, or tissues, every single time, forever. How does that sound?
Interior Gilhelm, foyer, night. Travis and Cody show bets and a damp Ernie to the door.
Sort of disappoint again.
When you're at your job tomorrow, think about who profits from your time and sacrifice. And then take a listen to this.
Cody drops a Dalton system tape into Ernie's jacket pocket. He shuts the door behind Ernie and bets.
Yeah, she's stubborn.
So be stubborner. You know how much FP that water park can get us?
Cody watches crystal clear dishes zeroing in on her butt.
Did you get a thigh master?
Exterior Gilhouse, night. Ernie and Bets head for their car. Travis rushes up.
Hold up a second. Thanks again for having us, Travis. It was delicious. We really should be going. Harold stopped with Mrs. Jaskovich, so.
Ernie makes a yuck face. He jabs his key into the car door. Travis stops him from opening the door and hands him a pamphlet. Portraits of Prosperity.
These are all real, honest to goodness millionaires, just from following the Dalton system. And Cody, he's gonna be in the pamphlet quick as you can sneeze. Trusty Walsh went Washington in March of 1989. You're most likely to find him fishing on his yacht, the SS Free Enterprise. There's millionaires at your door, Ernie. You just gotta let them in. It's so great you're checking out Obi's tapes. Mentorship from the man who invented the system. I buy them at cost for my downline. I buy them.
Ernie sighs, lays Portraits of Prosperity on the roof of his car, and pulls out his wallet. Interior nondescript payphone area. Day. Dusty Waltrip, our Portrait of Prosperity, now bleary-eyed, unshaven, a mess, yells into the receiver.
It's Dusty Waltrip. I know he's there. Put Obi Dalton the fucking second on the fucking phone. Do it. I know I'm on speaker, Obi. I can hear it in the timber, you coward. Liar. I know it was you. Please call this off. I'm sorry. I'll never write another word.
Please enter additional coins to continue.
You can't do this to me. I know things. I can fuck up your whole life. I'll fucking ruin your ass. Fuck your ass.
Exterior River Rush Extreme. Day. Crystal lugs Destiny in a baby carrier toward the entrance. Ernie stands behind his desk, looks out over the empty park. Crystal clocks in. He waves, she nods. Ernie shows Crystal the inventory sheets.
You just up and switch brands without asking?
Damn stuff is better.
Someone tooed in the wave pool today again. It's more two than water at this point. There's no room for your discretion.
We can get more for our money.
Let me worry about our money. Look, I'm sorry for blowing up at you there. You're just trying to help. And Bets and I had such a nice time last night. But Stan's already teed off at me for leaving early again today.
Why do you get to leave early?
Harold's game is today.
So tell him we're doing him a favor and go to your kid's game.
He thought you and I should have a conversation about a chain of command.
Interior Mr. Van Grundegard's office. Day.
We can't just do things, Miss Gill. We have contracts with our vendors.
No, we don't.
Well, we have relationships with our vendors, and those are worth more than our contracts.
It's all the same stuff. You were stocking from 6 different companies. If we go all FAM, it saves hundreds on shipping.
No way, no how. I've read all about this scam, and I won't be pulled into another.
Sorry, I couldn't concentrate.
Well, now I can't concentrate.
Even if it is a scam, the scam has nothing to do with the products. Soap is soap. It saves you money. It gets my husband FP. Win-win.
I don't know what FP is, but I know TP, and this ain't it. And I'm not running a daycare, by the way.
Interior AAA offices, cubicle. Day. Travis mindlessly highlights spreadsheets. His vision board has filled out boats, vacation homes, FSU, football tickets, a honeymoon picture of him and Crystal. His phone rings.
Travis Gill.
Who's reaping the benefits of your work right now?
Only for a few more days.
Ready to take control of your life?
Yes, sir. Well, broadly, yes. I'm pretty swamped at this very second. What are you doing?
Whatever I want.
Click. Dial tone. Travis hangs up the phone. He smiles to himself. What an inspiration. He peers over his cubicle, rows and rows of workers with their heads down, building someone else's fortune. He dials.
You've got Bonar.
I'm ready to take control of my life. What are you doing right now?
Whatever I
No, but really, what are you doing?
Interior tuxedo rental shop. Day.
She doesn't get that I'm a man.
So show her you're a man.
That's all I do. Sometimes they're just not in the mood, I guess. You know how it goes.
No, I don't know how it goes. Women go wild for a winter, Travis.
Travis bursts out of the changing room in a white tight tux. Gloves, tails, the whole nine. Arms spread, spinning like he's trying on a prom dress. Cody applauds.
Tell me what you're thinking.
Their faces. Everyone who ignored me walked away from me. Told their friends not to talk to me. Of everyone in the office who judged me for wearing yesterday's clothes after driving to Jacksonville and back, catching 20 minutes of sleep in my car, of all the stinker thinkers who try to tell me it's some sort of scam, I'm thinking of their faces when they see me in this tux, when they realize it's no scam, when they see the limo, see this, and see what a winner looks like.
You're ready.
And you're the best upline in the whole dang world. You saved me.
Now let's go save someone else.
Interior church basement. Day. A circle of folding chairs. Close up on Travis. Eyes welling.
June 7th, 1987. Pee drunk, broke, sleeping in my car because Crystal, the love of my life since prom, had the good sense to kick me out. Come to a meeting, still drunk. Remember, Al? I had no hope. I had no way out. I was telling the same old story. Everyone knew who I was, including myself, except one man. He didn't know me, and I didn't know him. And he didn't look at me like everyone else. I had a contagious loser attitude. But he walks right up to me, and this man says to me, you know what he says? You look like a millionaire. Me. Like a millionaire. You want to know who it was?
Cody hands business cards to the alcoholics as they leave.
Cody Bonar. You look like a millionaire. Cody Bonar.
Exterior baseball field. Day. I'm actually gonna, Jenny, if you could take Luca's dad in this, that would be great. Harold plays right field poorly. Two outfielders desperately chase a fly ball that really should have been his.
Harold, that's yours.
Lucas, that's you. Nobody's gonna do it for you. You gotta do it yourself. You gotta do it yourself.
Harold turns to see Lucas throw the ball to shortstop. A run scores. Harold walks to where his glove lies on the ground.
Keep saying your first step's back on a pop-up. My old man wasn't much of a coach. I'm trying to do better.
Maybe coach him to wear his goddamn glove.
Yeah.
Interior, Gale home, kitchen, night. Crystal pours over an open checkbook and a stack of bills. She's smoking a slim, completely surrounded by discarded fam goods. The door slams. Travis hustles for the bedroom.
Ugh, heck of a day. Gotta get into my driving clothes. Long night ahead of me.
We gotta return all this fam stuff. River Rush wasn't having it.
Can't do that, honey.
You can't retire tomorrow.
Crystal, I know what I'm doing.
Not yet.
That River Rush deal gets us enough FP to go Jefferson. And Cody says that the next
Jesus, Joseph and Mary, there is no River Rush deal. Would have been great, but Stan said no. So you're not going Jefferson. You can't leave AAA. We have bills. You can't buy diapers with fucking FP.
Oh, real nice. Here come the Fs.
We can't afford to do this.
You can't afford to do this.
Travis, you're sleeping what? 10 hours a week? You're delirious. Forget the business. Listen to me. I'm your wife. I love you. Founders is a scam.
A scam? You know how embarrassing it is to be married to a stinker thinker like you? You are my wife. That means that you need to support and respect the work I do for you. Because when I climb the mountain, you get the view. You think Lucille Dalton gives Obi Dalton a second gut every time he takes a leap? You think she's saying F this and F that at him? No. And it's not about the swears. She trusts him. She loves him. And it's the lifestyle that's going to be a whole new dream for our family. For Destiny, it's going to make our hearts clear, and we're going to have lots of houses all over the place. Miami, the Alps, Branson. One day you'll wake up in Tahiti and feel my strong hands caress your beautiful body.
You haven't gotten me off in 4 years. 4. Fam's gonna fix that.
Oh, here we go. You can't get hard, Travis. You're barely a man, Travis. Dr. McKenzie made it very clear that I can't get hard because I'm not sleeping. And guess why I'm not sleeping? For us, for Destiny. You should be thanking me every time I can't get hard. You should be begging me not to get hard.
I don't beg.
You should.
Interior Gilhome hallway night.
I can't do this right now, Travis.
Crystal, it's me, Cody. Cody Bonar?
The door opens. Crystal stares at Cody, who has that serene smile of a guy who loves telling women to calm down. Travis stands behind him, staring at his feet.
I don't know where else to turn.
Interior Gilhome kitchen night.
You can't return fam goods. FP is worth more than money. Giving it back would be bad for business for you, which is bad for business for me, which is bad for business for you.
This is about Travis.
Travis has demons. This business is a healthy outlet.
Why can't he fucking take up rollerblading like everyone else?
See? What did I tell you?
Your language is unattractive.
I have $6,000 fucking dollars worth of fam shit that I have to fucking return.
Travis is good for it. $6,000 is nothing to a Jefferson. Trust your husband. Trust the Dalton system. Once Travis retires from his job, he'll...
Stop saying that.
I won't. J-O-B. Just over broke. Or jerks on board. Take your pick.
Jester and boss?
See? It's not about the money. It's about...
It is about the money. We can't afford to throw away 40 grand in benefits for something that hasn't netted us a dime.
The business has made us thousands.
And it's cost us twice as much.
Crystal, listen. This kind of negativity affects your marriage.
Cody gets it, honey.
The most beautiful thing about your business is that you share it. With your job and Travis's job, you're climbing separate ladders. You should be a team.
We have a child.
You'll have
We
income
need
coming
an
out of your
income.
nose. You'll have income coming out of your nose. You know why? Because Travis is a warrior, a gladiator, a millionaire in waiting. He's writing his own legend. He's a founder man. He needs his founder woman. Being a founder's woman means being supportive and available. Carol should have covered this.
I'd like to speak to Travis alone.
Great. I'll be in the next room.
Please leave my house. Thank you.
Cody looks at Travis. You good? Travis nods. Cody leaves. Once they're alone.
That really what you want? A founder's woman? You want me to greet you at the door at 4 a.m. so you can fuck me?
What I'm asking for.
Because I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll be your founder's woman. I'll be your cheerleader.
That's all I've ever wanted.
Good. Tonight, when you get home, I'll be waiting for you. And then 2 hours later, you will wake up and you will go to AAA and you will work a full day and you will come home and we'll do it all over again because you have a daughter to support. I won't be poor again. I won't. If you leave AAA, I will leave you.
Sad too.
Exterior recruits houses night. Series of shots. Travis in dining rooms, living rooms, and kitchens showing charts, handing out pamphlets.
It's lovely to have nice things. There are people in this world, negative people, who resent us because of our nice things. I acknowledge the negative people. I look them in the eye and I smile. I have homes, plural, very plural. You could drive a different car every day of the month if I could drive a different car every day of the month if I so pleased. But I don't, because that would just put my driver Emilio out of a job.
Interior AAA offices, cubicles, bathroom, day. Travis, nervous, carries a duffel bag to the bathroom, sweating profusely. Everyone sees him, nobody cares. He locks the door and unzips his duffel, revealing his tux.
But the nicest things aren't things. Like the look on Lucille's face when I bought our first dressage horse, Dr. Horse.
He undresses, throws his work clothes in the trash, and then rethinking, reaches in, retrieves his wallet and keys. He realizes he has no cufflinks for his French cuffs. He folds the cuffs into his jacket, decides that's good enough.
The look on Karen Blythefield's face when I showed up at our 30-year high school reunion in my own helicopter. And maybe a few of the looks she gave me later that night.
Interior AAA offices, day. Out staggers Travis, wild-eyed, looking like hell.
You see, people treat a man differently when they know he's worth millions.
He stalks down the aisle of cubicles, picking up speed and confidence, mistaking coworkers' concern for jealousy.
They realize that the restrictions of our miserable, droning lives are optional.
He reaches his boss's door. He turns to the cubicle dwellers.
They realize they're in the presence of a man.
He throws his hands into the air, brings them into a stage bow. The secretary instinctively ducks under her desk. Travis's boss emerges, appropriately concerned and perplexed. Travis shakes her hand and gives a ta-ta wave. Travis struts out head high, shaking the hand of each person in the office on his way out. Some are merely confused, others cup his hands and look into his eyes with deep pity.
Andrew Jackson, that's a man. Ronald Reagan, that's a man. And a friend, by the way. Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great.
Exterior AAA offices, day. Travis explodes outside where 100 cheering founders, IBOs, stand before a waiting limousine.
John Wayne, Jesus of Nazareth.
At the end of the receiving line is Cody holding a rope attached to a small box. He pats Travis's shoulder and hands off the end of the rope. Travis looks up to his former co-workers, a cluster of faces at a window. He gives a solemn salute and yanks the rope, releasing a dozen doves. He's sobbing at this point.
These were founders' men before founders existed.
A limo driver, dressed the same as Travis, but with cufflinks, opens the door. Travis pumps his fist and climbs in. Interior, exterior, limo, day.
A founders' man enjoys respect. Boys beg for the approval of others.
The limo drives a block or two just out of view of AAA and pulls over by a swamp where Travis's old Cadillac and Cody's brand new Cadillac wait.
The founders' man enjoys luxury. Boys subsist off the bare necessity.
It's all Travis could afford. He pays the driver.
A founders' man enjoys security. Boys scrape by and barely survive.
Cody gives Travis a slap on the ass as Travis enters his car. Cody lingers to watch his baby bird spread his wings. Travis's car, day. Obi's tape picks up on the stereo as Travis starts his car.
A founders' man enjoys life. Boys worry their days away. And let me tell you something. I don't worry about jack diddly squat.
A moose walks nonchalantly into his path. Again, Travis blinks and the moose disappears. He blinks again and it reappears. He blinks once more and the moose is inches from his car.
Because I dreamed a big dream.
Travis slams on the brakes, swerving. An old half-full coffee splashes everywhere, soaking dozens of Dalton System books and tapes in his back seat. Travis scrambles to move the books before they're ruined. His foot releases from the brake pedal. Cody watches Travis's car roll slowly across an empty road.
And now?
Straight into a swamp. Cody sprints towards Travis's car as it sinks beneath the murky water.
I am the dream.
The car submerges. Cody stops at the edge of the swamp.
Travis!
Travis's torso launches out of the water.
I'm okay.
I'm a founders' man. What kind of man are you?
An alligator explodes out of the water and tears and tears into Travis. Travis screams and is pulled under. Cody is frozen. There's a lot of thrashing and screaming. The water turns red with blood and Cody flees in mortal terror. Interior, Christensen home, master bedroom, day. Ernie and Betts watch Janet Jackson's nasty video on VHS. Ernie is appalled and ashamed by the content.
Ernie, he's 9 for Pete's sake.
Why else would he have it then?
You really think he's already...
It's me, Betts. I'm gone too much. I'm gone too much. He doesn't have a strong male figure in his life to talk him through these things.
Interior Christensen home, Harold's bedroom, day.
Will you? Dad alarm, dad alarm.
He puts the VHS in front of Harold. Esrash, take Harold.
Harold, your mother found this while she was cleaning your room. We don't have to talk about it, but we can if you want. God made us human. It's okay. Well, if there's anything we need to talk about, know that I love you and you can come to me.
Ernie scoops the tape up and exits. Harold locks the door behind him. He closes his eyes and imagines something, whispers to himself,
Stop. Give me a beat.
and launches into the choreography from the nasty video, dancing with the fire of a boy whose dad doesn't understand. Exterior, river rush extreme, wave pool, day. Crystal struggles with a skimmer to scoop out a turd. After 2 failed attempts, she gets in the net and begins carefully raising it just before breach.
Maya?
Exterior, street, day. Roped off crime scene, cop cars, lights on, animal control. Travis's car wenched from the swamp. 3 or 4 detectives and waiters sift through the swamp detritus.
I don't have friends. I have business partners. But he was my best business partner, which means he was my best friend. And
Cody,
Crystal, there are no words.
where is he?
The detective needs some time to figure out exactly what...
What happened?
It was a cruel, cruel accident. Life is so fragile.
I guess it's good you were with him.
It was instant. He didn't suffer.
Found the head.
Why are you wearing this? He went through with it.
I tried to talk him out of it.
No, you didn't.
It was a freak accident. Nobody could have known. I can fix this.
Ain't no one but God can fix this.
Interior, Cody's kitchen, day. Cody carefully pins Obi's business card to his vision board. An island, bikini babes, Italian suits, a diamond tie bar. He dials, holds his breath.
Hello? Who is this? How'd you get this number? My name's Cody. Cody Bonar. There's been a tragedy.
Interior, Gilhome, garage, day. Crystal on a cordless phone traces her finger along the labels of her fam stock, Mr. and Mrs. Travis Gill.
What I'm saying is that my husband was on the job when it...
Esrash.
Ma'am, your husband was not an employee at Founders of American Merchandise. He was an independent business owner, and I can say with some confidence that Founders assumes no liability and pays no benefits when there are...
Crystal hurls the phone across the garage and screams. Interior, Christensen home, bedroom, day. Ernie struggles to tie his tie in the mirror, alone. It's too short, it's too long. He rips it off his neck violently.
You look so handsome. Let me.
He was younger than me. Something happened to me.
We need to be strong for Crystal. Travis didn't have many friends.
Interior, funeral home, chapel, day. Crystal rests her hand on the closed casket. Destiny asleep on her shoulder, finally alone with her husband.
Well, Travis,
Big showing out there. It really is a family. How are you holding up? Listen, Travis would have wanted to know that his downline was secure, so I was one.
once this funeral is over, I never want to see you or anyone involved with fam ever again.
Interior, funeral home, family only room, day. Ernie raids the sandwich platter while Betts holds Crystal's hand. An ancient Baptist minister counsels.
Oh, death, where is thy sting? In our grief, Crystal.
Cody flings open the door to a roar of crowd chatter. Obi Dalton II, trickle-down economics personified, struts in. Cody follows behind. Obi turns to Cody.
Are you family?
Are you family?
You must be Crystal. Even in the dark time, you are radiant. Obi Dalton II.
I know who you are.
Your husband was a dear friend and colleague. It's my honor to honor him with my words today.
He moves to bats, takes the baby, hoists her into the air, and Crystal stiffens.
And who is this beauty queen?
That's my daughter.
I was talking about the lady. Bets Christensen, I'm a friend. I wish it were under different circumstances. Obi Dalton II.
Oh yeah, from the tapes.
And you are?
Ernie.
Interior funeral home, day, mid-service, full house, wrapped crowd. Obi in the pulpit. Crystal, appalled, balances Destiny on her shoulder.
And Travis looked at me right in the eye and said, I want to be you. I told him he was on his way. Last week, I was in Paradise, Paradise Cay. That is, it's a little spot just off Venezuela. And I was taken in the sunset and maybe a little extra eye candy. Travis is in paradise. He spent his earthly life making our world more like his heavenly home. In heaven, everyone's a Washington. In heaven, everyone's a winner. In heaven, there's no negativity. Amen is right. Travis Gill believed in some things. He believed in America. He believed in the free enterprise. Travis dreamed big, and he built that dream out of sweat and grit, passion and time. What do you believe in? The good Lord has plans for us to prosper, folks. God put us on this incredible country in incredible time, so let's follow his plan like Travis followed it. Let's prosper like Travis prospered. Let's give him 1,000% like Travis. Let's let the work of our hands build godly businesses and build them so big that Travis can see them from heaven. Now I'll tell y'all what I told Travis. You're on your way. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
I said, can I get an amen?
Amen.
So Travis can hear us. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Destiny cries. Crystal walks her out, jaw clenched. Obi watches them go, absorbing the praise, arms spread wide. Interior funeral home bathroom, day. She locks the door behind her. He's washing his hands, bouquet on the counter.
These were for you.
I want you to make this right.
I just flew in at a moment's notice at my own expense to speak at you for your husband's legacy.
Money. Travis lied to me. He had stopped paying his life insurance premiums. It all went to Dalton System tapes and rallies. I have nothing.
I see. All those people out there, they work for him. Now they work for you. I just energize them to work harder than ever for you. The system works, so let it.
Your system killed my husband.
I understand you're emotional, but my system didn't kill your husband. An alligator did. I'm sorry for your loss.
Exterior funeral home, park, day.
Mr. Dalton, a bit of wisdom? I'm very busy, Mr. Bonar. Travis, he was a workhorse, and I can't lose his downline. So keep his wife. She can be very negative. I've noticed. What level are you? I went Gold Jefferson last month, and without the FP from the deceased downline, I'll drop to a Franklin. So be your own workhorse. What if I can? I reserve one-on-one coaching for Washington 11 entrepreneurs.
Crook, charlatan.
Crystal and Obi both turn, startled, to where Dusty has also shoved his way to the front of the crowd. He has a backpack slung over his shoulder, bulging with documents.
Obi Dalton stole my house. Obi Dalton stole my house. Obi Dalton stole my house.
This is a man's funeral, Waltrip.
You're all caught up in his web. He's reaching straight in your goddamn pockets.
Cody sucker punches Dusty in the neck. Dusty hits the deck, his documents scattering.
Show some respect.
Obi uses the fracas as a distraction. He climbs into his helicopter and motions for the pilot to go.
Sorry, everyone. This man is a known crack addict.
A Cuban woman out of place in pants and orthopedic tennis shoes grabs a flyer out of the air. In bold, founder's fraud, and an address. She pockets it, watches Dusty scramble to chase down the flyers. Cody stands over him.
Scram before I brain you for good. Mr. Dalton,
Get the fuck away from me. All you fucking people, get away from me.
Interior, mall, night. Cody licks his soft serve cone. His eyes dart around desperately. He has a stack of pamphlets under his arm.
ma'am, can I interest you in a...
The woman he's addressing hurries her pace. He extends a pamphlet to an elderly man in a rascal scooter who scowls. A well-dressed shopper with a book tucked under his arm smiles broadly and takes a pamphlet. Cody pounces.
Huge crowds, huh, my man?
The spring sales. Gotta make every dollar count on this economy.
No kidding. Tough on working folks.
You seem like a guy who stays on top of things. Informed.
You gotta be in my industry. You gotta have to be perceptive, which you clearly are.
I hear ya. Your boss must be very happy with your work.
He's very happy because I'm my own boss.
Cody Bonar. Bonar Enterprises.
It's Bonar. Good to meet you.
Pat Stanley. Your own company, huh? Texas must be killer. Here.
Actually, in my industry, everything's a tax write-off.
Same here. Would you believe I have a bona fide millionaire as my mentor?
The shopper turns over his book, Building Bridges, the Duke Bridges Method for Founders, Distribution Success. The shopper looks at Cody's pamphlet, Dream Big with the Dalton System. He chuckles, opens a briefcase full of books.
You gotta check out Bridges. Make Dalton look like kindergarten.
The blood drains from Cody's face. He smacks the briefcase out of the shopper's hands. Books fly everywhere.
What the heck, man?
Stay the freak out of Florida.
Interior, Gilhome, foyer, day. Crystal approaches the peephole, drying her hands. She sees that it's Cody. He gives a friendly wave.
Cody, I swear to God, I will.
She's interrupted by the smack of Cody pressing an open checkbook against the window. She reconsiders. Exterior, Gilhome, front porch.
If I don't keep your husband's downline, I'm done for. I'll be a laughing stock. I've worked too hard to just name your price.
Name my price for what?
Travis has 214 people in his immediate downline. If you call them and let them know that I'm replacing Travis as their upline, I'll make this right and you'll never see me again.
Make this right? I'm 40,000 in debt. Can you cover that?
Not all at once. Can I give you 20 now and the rest in the month?
Crystal watches him write the monster check. He tears it out.
Please, the fam world respects me and I can't lose that. And I'm on Mr. Dalton's radar now. He invites Washingtons to Paradise K.
How can you?
I'm a gold Jefferson.
Let me think about it.
Interior, SS Free Enterprise, night. What was once a luxury schooner is now disgusting. An exotic bird squawks in a shit-covered cage. Dusty stands behind a bar in the boat's cabin. Documents spread everywhere.
I just need you to tell me if it's actually possible to make money through the Dalton system.
No. No. Look at me. I was at Gold Washington. And after expenses, my business netted me way less than what I've been making as an engineer. Sure, I drove a Ferrari, but I leased it from Obic. I lived in a big house, but Obic's name was on the mortgage. That's how it works. He makes the high-level guys look rich, so low-level guys buy in.
So Cody's full of shit.
If he's flashing big money, he got it somewhere else. Even Obi's fam commission doesn't cover his helicopter fuel. The only way to make big money through the Dalton system is if your name is Dalton. The rallies, the books, the tapes. Think how much Travis spent on that stuff a month. Multiply that by
1 million Travises. So, hypothetically, could anyone?
Let me stop you right there.
Cody shuffles through his piles of junk, finally hands her a book. What a Trip, How I Got Where I Am by Dusty Waltrip. On the cover, Dusty, sassy and seersucker, arms folded confidently across his chest.
What am I looking at here?
Autobiography.
I'm not going to read this.
No, because of that book, Obi thought I was making a play.
He doesn't like plays.
A play for his business. Getting to that second place tier, Gold Washington, is worthless outside fame. But in the fan world, I command respect. Commanded respect, at least. I was a success, so I tried to tell my story. I sent Obi a copy as a gift, and boom, bank accounts frozen, life ruined.
So we won't let anyone else do anything that even comes close to starting a competing system.
Well, it isn't the only system. Obi didn't invent this scheme. Obi's upline did, Duke Bridges. When Obi started the Dalton system, Duke couldn't interfere. Duke let Obi get him by the testers somehow.
So what's to stop someone from doing the same to him?
You think you can convince Obi Dalton to just give you a chunk of his business? Obi, Duke, these guys aren't like you and me. They're monsters, horrible people. They lie, they ruin lives, and Obi learned from Duke's mistake. The only people who go and get near his testes are the ones who treat him like a god. The weak, the idiots, the sycophants.
Interior Gilhouse, day. Crystal opens her front door.
Thanks for beeping me in.
Cody presents a box from the Great American Cookie Factory, a huge cookie cake with "I'm sorry" in cursive icing.
I brought the check.
This is generous. Thank you. And thank you for the cookie cake.
Will you sort the things out with the downline? I just want to make sure that all of Travis's work doesn't.
I already called them, but I didn't tell them you'd be taking over Travis's downline. I told them you and I would be working together as partners. Travis built something special, but it was all potential. I think I know how to get actual results. Would you like to be my partner?
Don't you think I should be the one that's taking
The
care
only
of?
way you'll go Washington and get invited to Obi's Island is with Travis's downline. And that's what you want, right? So let's be partners.
Partners.
Partners. I know I've been negative in the past, but for all Travis's hard work, the money never came. I had ideas, but he never trusted me enough to let me take the lead. But I trust you, Cody. Do you trust me?
Interior Cody's living room, night.
Oh, Cody. Knowles, Gators, or Canes?
Knowles.
You jerk. We got to fight now. No, I'm just kidding with you. Just kidding.
Yeah, of course. When I saw that fried green tomatoes is on Tuesday, have you seen it?
Yeah, chick flick. That's what I call that movie.
No, I haven't gotten to it yet.
Guys, I'm drinking alone here. I paid good money for a babysitter. Glasses, pronto. Widow's rights.
A little wine never hurt.
Cody, I know you've got more of this lying around. Help me out. Be a doll and open her up. Travis's fan friends have been stopping by. It's an incredible community. I'm going to church with the Winstons. Sweet people.
Oh, how nice.
How's Harold?
Who's Harold?
Their kid, Cody. How was his game?
He's got his old man reflexes. That's not a good thing.
You're hilarious.
He's growing up so fast. He's been discovering himself.
Have you had the talk?
I tried. Thing is, I have to fight Mr. Van Grundegard tooth and nail for the time to be a dad.
Are you unhappy at your job, Ernie?
Well, I don't know if I want to get into this right now, Cody.
Yeah, let's not. It's going to be tough with Destiny.
Oh, you're so strong.
Thank you. I really love you guys. Things were going so well for us. We were, gosh, here I go.
Go on. Let it out.
Warm up my glass, would you? Your guests could use a little more too. I know this is a strange thing to talk about, but the money, it was coming so fast. I didn't want to tell you, Ernie, because you've been so good to me, but I was ready to leave River Rush for good.
You'd be surprised how quickly.
Oh, God, Cody, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. These are old pants.
Go change. You have guests. No, I can't quit now. I need the routine, at least for a little while. We just shared everything, you know? And the business was part of that. A single professional pursuit. That's so intimate. And perfect for a family, especially with money coming in like it was. I gotta tell you, it's nuts. Here I am, a business is growing like kudzu and no partner to share it with. And there you are, gorgeous wife, beautiful kid, having to fight tooth and nail to spend just a few extra hours being the one thing you really want to be, a dad. There for all the little league games, all the talks.
Yeah, my dad was never much of a talker. He was more into,
Yeah, you've mentioned that.
yeah.
Travis and I were going to a conference this weekend. I wanted to go for Travis's sake, but not alone. You've been such good friends for so long. It would mean so much if you came with me.
You know what? Heck, a weekend trip could be fun.
To family. I haven't smiled since, well, I haven't smiled in a while.
Yeah, this is certainly something.
I'm going to get started on dessert. Ernie, Bets, I've been so down lately. Why don't we do something fun? There's a game Travis and I used to play. Bets, I want you to say something you want. Anything. A vacation to Hawaii, a dinette set, a Mercedes, anything in the world.
Oh, we don't need for much.
And Ernie, every time Bets says anything, I want you to name a person you'd love to do something nice for. A friend, a colleague, your mailman, anyone.
Your high school principal.
Good, Cody. Now write it all down. 2 columns. I'll be right back. I need you to show me how that fancy oven works.
Might be a hoop.
Well, our trash can stinks no matter what I do, so we could use new trash cans.
Bill Bogan.
His daughter just got into nursing program at UCF.
Interior, Cody's kitchen, night. Crystal drags Cody far enough away from the door that they're out of earshot. He's in awe. She's pissed.
How did you do that?
I told you this was my meeting.
I know, but the Dalton system is very specific, so we have to follow exactly.
I told you this was my meeting.
I know, but I'm Gold Jefferson. Even if they come aboard, they have to respect the founders.
Gold Jefferson. We are Gold Jefferson. And this is my meeting.
Mr. Dalton says that in order
How many times have you tried to recruit Ernie? 10, 20? You want to build our downline? Take a look in that dining room. It's happening. All you have to do is keep your mouth shut. We're going to get results, no matter what. Fuck the Dalton system.
Don't talk about the system that...
He opens his mouth but stops. Doesn't matter. Smack. She steps closer again. They're face to face now. She wraps one hand around his throat and watches his eyes roll gently back into his head.
I'll listen to you.
We're one step closer to Paradise K, Cody. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Interior, Cody's living room, night. The list is going strong. It's multiple pages now.
Ronnie Stout.
A Caribbean cruise.
Dr. Gregory.
A baseball camp for Harold.
Debbie James.
Pearls.
You already have pearls.
Bigger pearls.
Interior, Cody's kitchen, night. Cody's on his knees, face buried deep under Crystal's dress. She stands with one foot propped up on the counter like George Washington crossing the Delaware. She moans and presses into him, pushing him just enough to bump into his refrigerator, knocking his vision board to the ground. End of pilot. Round of applause for yourselves, everyone. Great work.